Hello, Andreas, we're doing another video, and today I'm here to talk about another one of these Twitter Pokemon news bomb things. They've done it again. We've talked about it in the past. They did one where they were just putting out information, and I talked about it, and now I'm doing it again because we've got another Galar research update, and I just want to talk about it because there's some pretty cool stuff here. A lot of opinions, a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. But yeah, I also want to talk a little bit about the whole national dex thing, because that's an issue apparently people are really mad about. So I have my own thoughts on that. I'm gonna talk about it. But yeah. So first off, they did this long thread talking about just everything. Starts off with this video, but we're not going to go over the video because it's easier to just go over the tweets. But the first thing they're talking about is Giganta Maxing, which is the same thing as Dynamaxing from what I understand, except the Pokemon change appearance, which is very cool, because the one complaint I had about Dynamaxing was that it didn't really do much other than make the Pokemon big, which is kind of cool, but, you know, in comparison to Mega Evolution, it's a little lame. So now that we have both, like, we can have Gigantamaxing, which certain Pokemon get really big and look cool, but then also have Dynamaxing, where I believe, like, most, if not all Pokemon can Dynamax, and they just turn big. I'm alright with that, because it gives everyone this, like, special move, but also it allows for that creativity with the new transformations with Gigantamaxing. The next thing, they show off a couple of Gigantamax Pokemon. The first one we see is Cream. I don't remember its name. It's like a little cream puff Pokemon, and it turns into a giant ass cake, which I think is really cool. And then there's Ravenclaw. I don't know. This guy, the bird one that everyone liked, turns... I don't know, I don't like this one as much as the cake one, simply because it's kind of like a bigger bird, except now he has his wings out. But it still looks alright, it's cool. The red looks neat. You can catch a Gigantamax Pokemon for your team by participating in max raid battles, but they're very rare, which is the same way that you find regular Dynamax Pokemon. You look for the red beams of light in the wild area, which are the max raid battles. So it seems like these are the same thing, except just a little more rare. So that's neat. So yeah, Corviknight. Corviknight's a bird. So he turns into this... Wait on. Corviknight's wings separate and become blade birds, which can fly independently. So he makes other birds out of his wings, which is crazy. Yeah, this one. Alcremie? I'm not sure how you say that. But I really like this design. It's super cute. It's just like a little cream thing with strawberries. I don't know, this design is fantastic. And it just looks really cute. And then when a Gigantamax becomes a gigantic ass like cake thing. What else? Oh yeah, there was this guy, Yamper, who was shown off at the E3 booth. If you guys were on Twitter, you probably have seen it. A lot of the Nintendo news people were talking about it. They just kind of like shadow dropped Pokemon at E3. Like, you could, at the E3 demo, you could see these Pokemon, but they didn't really talk about them until now. So the first one we have is Yamper. I'll click on this. He is an electric corgi Pokemon. Super cute. I love this. He's electric. And his ability Ball Fetch is actually really cool. I think there's a thing of it, or I'll say it. If you are using Yamper and you're trying to like catch a Pokemon and you mess up the first throw and like it doesn't make it, like it doesn't work, it'll retrieve the ball for you, so you don't waste that Pokeball, which is real neat. That's actually a really cool idea because I waste a lot of Pokeballs, so I like that a lot. This one I'm not super fond of. Roly Coly. I don't know. It's just like it's a rock Pokemon. It's like a piece of coal with an eye. It's not a terrible design by any means, but it's not, in comparison to Yamper and Alchemy and the starters. It's not that great. It's not a super cool Pokemon. I'm not gonna have that on my team, but it's whatever. I saw other people liked it. Oh yeah, they went over some of the version specific things, like Dino. Man, some of these Pokemon, I swear to God, I like Pokemon. I'm a pretty big fan of Pokemon. I don't know a single one of these names. Dino and Jangmo only appeared in Pokemon Sword, while Larvitar and Gumi, I know those two. Larvitar and Gumi only appear in Shield. So there's like two Pokemon that are like exclusive. And there's probably more Pokemon that they haven't discussed yet. That's pretty neat. I'm going with Sword, so I'll be getting Larvitar and Gumi, which I'm very okay with because I actually know who those guys are. Next up, they talk about the gym leaders. Welcome to the gym challenge. To participate and try and collect all 8 gym badges, you need an endorsement from specific people, such as gym leaders. For you and your rival Hop, the journey begins with an endorsement from the champion Leon himself. That is super interesting. So you need to get sponsors for your journey. That's interesting. I like that they're taking a really different approach with this. Because, they could just be like, oh, you go fight the gyms, and you do this, and do this. But now they're turning into, like, a weird sport thing. And I think that's really cool, because it's like, there's a lot to sports. You get sponsors, advertisements. What if in this game you get your own merch? What if you get, like, advertisements? That would be super, super fun. Oh, that'd be really cool. And it's an interesting thing, because, everyone has thought of the idea of, like, what if Pokemon was in real life? Well, it would turn into a sport. It would turn into, like, this big entertainment thing, which they're doing here, and I think that's really, really neat. But getting a sponsorship from the champion himself at the very beginning of the game, that's a little OP. That's a little. I feel like he would have made you work for it, but it makes sense. He's your rival's brother, so yeah, it makes sense. What's next? The Champion Cup. This will decide who will be able to be the champion. I also like that. That's another like kind of sports thing that they're throwing in there. That's really cool. What else? Oh yeah, this image I like a lot. It's just Leon after becoming champion, I think, and looks real neat. I always love 2D Pokemon art. It always looks really good. There are corporations in the Galar region that support the gyms and champions by offering them sponsorships. You'll find the logos of these corporations on the uniforms of gym leaders. See, I don't know. I'm just tying in all this stuff in like this world building with like sponsorships and probably there's gonna be ads for the gyms everywhere, and like I don't know, I think that's really neat. I feel like I love stuff like that. When like in Mario Kart, when you're driving around on the tracks, you see advertisements on the sides for like Mario's plumbing service or something. It's like I don't know, I just love little details like that. Oh yeah, we get a look at one of the new characters, who is Chairman Rose, and I just have a strong feeling this man is gonna be evil. He just looks evil. Gut feeling, he's gonna be evil. Then there's also his assistant, Oleana? I think it's Oleana. She's his secretary. She is cool and collected. Let me make this a little bigger. Please. She also serves as the vice president of Rose's company and is in fact largely in charge of running the day-to-day running of the company. And people have already gone to town with her design. I'm not gonna say anything about it because I'm kind of whatever about it. But it's nice. It's cool. There's more world-building stuff with like, it's not only this guy, but he has an assistant and whatever. I am curious how she's gonna play into the story, because if my theory about Chairman Rose being evil is correct, I think it'd be really interesting if maybe she was like a secret agent or something, and working from underneath him to sort of overtake him and then become good and make it like a good corporation. That would be super neat. However, Pokemon isn't exactly known for having the best stories, so whatever. You've already met Milo and Nestor. Alright, this is the part where we see the new gym leaders. This is Bee, who is the fighting type gym leader. Her design, absolutely fantastic. I love it. Her hair is great. And then we also got Allister, who is the ghost type gym leader. And I freaking love this design. It is so good with like the weird Shy Guy mask and his hair. Even his animations with like the doing this, and it just looks really cool. I'm really digging his design. And depending on which version of the game you get, it's like version specific gym leaders. So if you get Pokemon Shield, you'll have to fight B. But if you get if you get Pokemon Sword, you'll have to fight B. If you get Pokemon Shield, you'll fight Allister. And again, I'm going with Shield, so I'm gonna be fighting Allister, and I'm very okay with that. Allister looks really, really cool. I'm digging his design a lot. Also, yeah, look at Han. I just need to show this off really quick. He has like these purple eyes beneath his mask. That's just so dope. And I have such a strong feeling they're gonna do a reveal that, like, you know, once he's done, maybe his mask splits open and you see his like real face. That would be so cool. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, Giganta Max Dreadnought turns into like a weird Blastoise thing. Like he stands up on 2 legs. That's kind of cool though. I don't know. I wasn't really a big fan of Dreadnought's design in the first place. Like it's just kind of a spiky turtle. But you know, I know a lot of people. Excuse me. I know a lot of people did like him. So for all of you guys who do like him, that's pretty neat. And those are all of the updates. I'm really looking forward to this game, I gotta say. Out of like the couple generations that I've been like really following Pokemon, this one seems to have like some of the best Pokemon. Like we got this Cream Puff thing, there's Yamper, Wooloo, there's the starters which all look fantastic. This game's shaping up to be really good. Oh yeah, what's this guy? Corviknight. There's just a lot of really cool Pokemon. The designs of the Pokemon look nice. The designs of the trainers and the people look really cool. You know, the max raid battles. You're having like that little, it's not open world, but being able to control the camera in the like wildlife area. I think it's super neat. Something that I've wanted in Pokemon for a while. I'm just absolutely ready for November to come because this game is going to take over my life for a little bit. But I've also seen a lot of people complain about this game, and specifically for one reason. They're calling the developers lazy because there isn't a national dex. Now for those of you who don't know what that means, in every Pokemon game they've had all the previous Pokemon from the other games join in. So the numbers just kept on going up in terms of Pokemon because every generation they'd add more. But this game, there are some Pokemon who are not going to be in this game. Now, I don't know exactly who, but I can't imagine they're anyone super important. Like, you can still catch Pikachu in this game. You can still catch Eevee in this game. All the, you know, really cool, important Pokemon are still here. Even a lot of the non-important ones are still here. They just had to get rid of a couple because of, you know, time constraints. They wanted to get this game out on time, so there had to be a little cuts here and there to make sure that this game came out within this year. And a lot of people are very upset about that, even though I'm not sure if there's a list yet of all the Pokemon who aren't in this game. But, you know, people are already overreacting and saying, like, oh, I can't believe that, you know, not all the Pokemon are going to be in here. This sucks. This is the worst Pokemon game they've ever made. I saw a lot of people after this tweet storm. They were like, oh, it's a shame that this game has such cool gym leaders because it's going to be the worst Pokemon game of all time. But it's like, I'm going to say what I think. Even if they get rid of some of the old Pokemon, if they can make up for it with really good new designs, which they have been, the new designs are really great. I'm alright with losing a couple old Pokemon. I was one of the people who tried collecting all of them in the previous games, especially in Pokemon Y. I tried getting like every single Pokemon, and I almost got there. I don't actually remember how much I got. but I'm okay with taking it slow in this game. Even if all of them aren't there, I can't bring every single one of my Pokemon from Y into this one. I don't care that much. It's not that big of a deal because the game's still gonna be fun. We're still getting most Pokemon are gonna be here. The new ones look great. The combat looks fun. I'm really excited for this game, and I can't see how getting rid of, I don't know, 50-ish Pokemon would. I'm assuming it's 50-ish because we're at like 800 something. So I'd imagine around 50 Pokemon, maybe less, didn't make the cut. And if it's that much, I don't care. We're getting some cool new ones. And they put out a statement saying that in future games, the older ones that didn't make the cut will come back. So I'm not pressed about it. This game's gonna be good. I'm gonna have a really fun time with it. And I'm just very excited for it. So, but you know, that's just my opinions, and that was the video. Let me know what you guys thought about this video, your opinions on all the announcements that they made. Who was your favorite new Pokemon from this drop list? Personally, I think the Alchemy, this kind of sounds like Alchemy. That's probably what I'm going to name mine. I'm going to name mine Alchemy. That's probably my favorite one, and maybe like Yamper, but since we kind of already knew about him, I feel like Alchemy takes place first in my head because it's like the newest one. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought was the best Pokemon, or just the best announcement in general. Was it the gym leaders, Giganta Maxing, the new Pokemon, among the other things that they had talked about? And also let me know what you think about this whole national dex situation. Because would you rather have them delay the game to maybe early next year, or maybe even later than that, if it's for getting those Pokemon back? Or would you rather have the game come out in November as planned and a couple Pokemon are cut? Whew, it's been a while since I've talked just all at once without like any breaks, because usually that's what I do. But whew, okay, I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all later. Peace.